You see how we rocking. It's PostWork. It's your boy, the biggest. I got my partner, the Reverend. What's poppin', brody?
What's good, my boy?
What's good? Look, I see you got your Eagles garb on. I see you got me around your neck right there. You feel what I'm saying? Got me around your neck, Eagles garb on. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Feel me?
You know what I mean?
Got your partner around your neck.
You know what I mean?
I see you got that horse in there.
You know what I mean?
I wish they could see that. If they could see your feet right now.
No, you don't want to see that.
Woo! Is that how the Super Bowl made you feel, young blood?
We are the champions.
What y'all the champions of, man?
The world. Yes, sir.
How does it feel?
Hold on. Let's talk about how I feel.
How it feel?
How I feel. I'll show you how I feel.
You gonna show them like that? Break it down to them then.
That's how I feel.
Little clip.
I'm gonna give you a little.
Pull out the professional light. I know you got it.
I'm going big on them because it don't matter. We champions. I ain't gotta bring out my official with the whistle lighter. We champions. Do whatever you want to do when you win.
You feel me? Yes, sir. Use that Tar Heel. Big Tar Heel. You see the color he rocking. Told you that's that official blue. Look at what money do.
Yes, sir.
Look at what money do. Yeah, young bull, you really living, my boy. You feel me? I ain't never smoked one of those.
You done had plenty of these.
You feel me? You
done had plenty of these.
these.
Oh, you done had plenty of these.
Good Lord. That boy. Stepping.
What you talking about?
You stepping on.
What you talking about?
You stepping on Schmidt.
What you talking about?
I
I don't know what you talking about.
Did you stepping on Schmidt? You feel me? Yeah, you kind of remind me of Suge back in the day when he had that big motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I feel like since we won the Super Bowl. That's all I want to do is sit like this.
You been putting people on death row.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been, you know what I mean? I feel like I just want to. People just been giving me stuff. Oh, here you go, here you go. Thank you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you.
So they've been treating you like the mayor. The mayor of Martinsville. The Reverend.
No, just Super Bowl champ. That's it. Just 2024 Super Bowl champs. That's it. That's all. That's it.
So, I was about to jump into it, but I just think the people should sit here and watch you gloat in your epitome of success.
You would want the people to see that?
Yes, I want them to see it because you kept the greatest dynasty ever alive.
How we keep y'all dynasty alive?
Because they would have had it if they would have won. Nobody ever three-peated.
Well, look, at the end of the day,
so I just like it to stay alive.
Man.
You feel me? Like, you know how the Dolphins get together every year whenever the last undefeated team lose, and you know.
y'all ain't won a playoff
they
game
bask
in like
their
9
glory.
years.
So you feel me? We bask in our glory.
You
too.
ain't even won a playoff
They
game.
ain't won a
in
Super
9
Bowl
years.
in forever. They still bask in their
You
glory.
ain't won a playoff game in 9
Hey,
years.
look. This is all I'm gonna tell you.
I can tell you one thing. You get A-Rod, you ain't gonna be having one of these next year around this time.
Hey, look, I might be in Pittsburgh, and don't let us get our hand on Stafford.
Look,
He about to put y'all out. You know how Stafford get down.
Stafford tough, but I think he's a little bit too expensive for y'all.
No. Ain't no such thing. You feel me?
I think he's a little bit too much expensive. A little too rich for y'all blood.
Ain't no such thing. You feel me? We gotta make it happen.
First of all, how you gonna make something happen? Y'all ain't really got no money.
We do got money.
We ain't got no money.
And by the time we cut a few more people too, you feel me? We gonna have a little bit more money. We'll have enough to get, you feel me? If we need Stafford, we got enough to get him.
Then you ain't gonna have the money to help get the weapons to help him.
I mean,
That's one thing, you ain't got enough money.
see here, and this is why I named you the people. If we get Stafford, you know who coming with him. Coop Mob, you know this. If we get A-Rod, you know who coming with him. Devontae.
Cooper might follow Stafford, but I think Devontae is tired of following A-Rod. Shit. I know I would be. Y'all watch the Super Bowl?
And you know they said we was already trying to get that boy DK when the trade deadline was around. So don't let us swing back around and add DK.
Man, look, if you add DK, that'd be tough. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have Stafford too, or it's not gonna work. Cause you got Pickens, you can't even get him the ball.
Hey, look.
He garbage.
Hey, look. All I can tell you is Pittsburgh, sign Justin Fields like right now. Then sign Aaron Rodgers. You feel what I'm saying? That's the plan. Let Fields, because you can call it a competition, but we know A-Rod gonna win that battle. Let Justin learn behind somebody of A-Rod caliber. Let A-Rod get us a ring, and let Justin take over.
Stop it.
I have the plan.
You know what you got? Dreams. A lot of people got them. We all have them.
I have a plan.
We all can't get what we dream for.
But I can.
I dreamed for a Peyton Manning, Joe Burrow type quarterback. Ended up with Jalen Hurts. It doesn't matter because we won the Super Bowl, but still. You see how things work?
Man, if you had one of them guys, imagine how many Super Bowls. You wouldn't be saying we got a Super Bowl. You'd be saying how many.
Well, at the end of the day, a lot of people, them other teams got them guys, and they ain't won no chip. So, I can't say nothing about that.
Look.
Then people, you know what, Jalen? I apologize. I'm sorry that I was doubting you all year. You know what I'm saying? Because but you can't act like my questions won't justify by what you was displaying on the field. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize that I thought that you couldn't lead us to the chip, you know what I'm saying, and get it done. But I'm so glad you did, you know what I'm saying. I appreciate you, you know what I mean. I thank you, you know what I mean. I just, you know what I mean. You got us to one, you know what I'm saying. You lost, you know what I mean. But boom, we got here again, and you showed up. You did what you were supposed to do, my brother. My brother.
If the Eagles
My brother.
put Chris Belcher at their quarterback, they still would be in playoff contention. He ain't never been a quarterback a day in his life.
Man, I got a cannon. First of all, this is what if they had me at QB, we wouldn't have lost the last one.
Y'all would be in playoff contention.
And we would have beat the Broncos.
If you make the playoffs, you're a first round exit.
Stop it. I know defenses.
Man, you can't throw that pine like that.
Stop it.
You ain't distributing the pill around everybody like it need to be.
Stop it.
You have a mutiny on that.
I ain't a dimer. You feel what I'm saying? That means I throw dimes. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a dimer. I throw dimes. Dimes is, and I ain't talking about the ones that cost you 10 cents. I'm talking about the ones that hit you in your hands, in the bread basket, where it stick. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
But now you taking credit for your receivers. They don't catch it. You just make it stick.
I put it in the bread basket.
That's why, you feel me, it's going to be team mutiny right there, you feel me?
Man, look.
You're going to have AJ reading all type of books on the sideline, man.
Hey, whatever happens, as long as he catch the ball when I throw it to him, it don't matter. Because you know why? I'm a diamond. It's not going to be short. It's going to be on time. Now, I might overthrow him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking, you feel me, I'm thinking he faster than what he is, you feel me? But once I get the chemistry down, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? All I already know, if I throw Devontae, we straight. You know what I'm saying? Just get it out there to him. You feel me? He coming down.
What about Goddard? You gonna forget about Goddard?
Dotting him up, stick route. What? Hitch route. What? Drag route, crossing route. What?
Look. I know y'all won the Super Bowl and you feel like anything is possible, but get out of your delusion, you feel what I'm saying? If I throw you in there, they probably wouldn't even win 2 games.
Anything is possible!
The offense with you would be 3-run plays and hope we get the first down, you feel me?
Philly, this is for you! First of all, if I had the offense, talking about some 3-run plays and hope we can. Man, look. If I had that offense, whoever, you going to give me Philly offense? I know you ain't giving me my boys. Oh, my goodness.
We had already established. That's
Man,
what
look,
I was talking about.
You give me Philly offense. I'm running. We spreading them boys out. We running just like we running the I-2. We running the power formations. We running all that. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be running a lot of motion. There's going to be a lot of trips left, trips right. A lot of tight ends, 2 tight end formations. Boy, we crazy. If I had that look, give me a head coaching job. Look, just give me the offensive coordinator job somewhere. It don't matter where. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter where you give me the offensive coordinator job at. I am going to thrive. I'm going to show people how offense supposed to be ran. When you supposed to run the ball. When you supposed to go for it on 4th down. How it depends, especially. I ain't even gotta have no great quarterback. You know what I'm saying? As long as you give me a dude, you know what I'm saying, who can, you know what I mean, make the accurate passes short. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean. I ain't gonna say we're gonna have to take the deep shot every time. You know what I mean? But it would be helpful. But I mean, a motherfucker like Daniel Jones though, I don't need that. I can't. Saquon couldn't even do nothing.
Now, you talking about a coordinator. You already know who your quarterback is. He's around your necklace right now. He is me, I am he, and we is gonna take over the league. Cause you got 2 corners in the backfield.
Stop it.
Oh my Lord.
Stop it.
And them times when you be mad and it hurts, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be mad at me. I'm feeding them weapons. And you got that good old line right there.
Man, you can't get the ball down the field, man.
Pinpoint.
Stop it.
Pinpoint. Dotting them up. Read option. Speed option. Touch pass. Fake touch pass. Hand off Saquon. Corn. Touchdown again.
Man, first of all, look. That offense you trying to Madden offense you trying to run, it ain't gonna work.
That you about got me to cuss. Look, it's working. You got me at your quarterback with all them weapons. I'm gonna have that boy Dotson eating. You see what he did for the Super Bowl? He was trying to get his teddy. I'm gonna have him eating too. Everybody gonna eat.
He don't have nobody eating.
Everybody eating.
He ain't having nobody.
You gonna have a head coaching job within 2 years, I guarantee it. Maybe 1. They gonna be like, he's a genius over there.
Man, if I put you at quarterback, they gonna definitely fire me. Quick. After the first game, you gonna fire me. They gonna fire me after the first game.
Got it. AJ. Smith, Vontae, screen. Second one. Got it. You open again. Oh, pump fake. AJ, Big Ben said that. You see that pump fake on that Ben pump fake? They just knew it was gone. They just knew it was gone.
Nobody bought
They just knew it was gone.
Nobody
They
bought
knew it was gone. They gonna be like, man, he side on me. He got him Mahomes like. He might not let it go as far, but you feel me.
He Mahomes like, man, stop.
Look,
Please stop.
Be out there lighting it up. Now you know. I just wanted to, explain how great it would be if I was leading it to him. All of that was just to let you know that it is a lot of quarterbacks that could win it for y'all. So don't be up here apologizing to this man
No, I can't say that.
Like he ain't. Like
We've seen a lot of teams have the perfect roster and can't get their team over the hump. I'm not hearing it.
The perfect roster?
Yeah. Some people's teams is just as good as ours. They ain't make it. We did.
Whose team is just as good as y'all?
The Lions.
They don't have a Super Bowl.
The Lions.
Okay, there's only
The
one
Lions.
team. There's only one team that can win a Super Bowl.
San Francisco had the perfect roster. Couldn't get it done.
One of their quarterbacks wouldn't be in the list that I'm giving you. You feel what I'm saying? I agree, because that's about a team that's literally comparable. You feel what I'm saying? And that's Jimmy G, Purdy, all of them. I'm not including them in the 10 or 15 because I ain't going to take it extreme and say like 20 other quarterbacks could do it. But I'm just saying about at least 10, maybe the 15 that 10 for sure that can go get that chip for y'all. And there's about 5 of them that y'all would already be multiple time Super Bowl champions. Because y'all's team is crazy. That's all I want.
Shout out Howie.
Yes, he's a genius. What was your surprises of the Super Bowl? What was your expectations? What surprised you the most, and what are your thoughts about the Super Bowl?
What surprised me is that we shut them all the way down. I thought they were going to at least fight back. I just knew they was going to at least fight back a little bit. At least a little bit. And they didn't fight back at all. I was a little bit shocked that we didn't run the ball as successfully as we would like to. But even though we gave them 25, 30 carries, I felt like, the defense having to account for that was very special. So I was okay with that. I just felt like he would probably have about 100 or more, but they zoned in on him and made sure that Hurts beat us and not Saquon. So that's why I commend Hurts. I was very happy with the way we played. I was very happy that the way we showed up. I was very happy that we didn't quit. We didn't stop we didn't let off the gas. We kept the foot on the gas. We went to go get that chip. That's what we supposed to do. That's how you play football. That's how you go get it. That's what you supposed to do. Now we looking at going back to back. Then I'll be right here giving it to you how I give it to you again. So what's your thoughts on the Super Bowl? Was you surprised that we beat them down like it, or did you? I know you picked us, to win, but I know you only picked us to win for your own benefit. You know what I'm saying? So just explain to the people after you explain your reason and why you thought, on your thoughts on the Super Bowl and what you did and did not like. You can explain why you was only going for us anyway to the people. That way that people can understand a little bit about, type of guy you is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me start it off first by saying you are right.
Wait a minute, hold on. Say it again.
You are right.
Okay.
You said it's gonna be back to back. You're right. Back to back champions in the state of Pennsylvania. You're right. other than it's gonna go from Philadelphia to Pittsburgh. You heard it here first. And you know what's gonna happen? For the parade, we're gonna be in Pittsburgh. Yeah, you heard it. We're gonna be in Pittsburgh for the parade.
Man, look. I just want you to know you haven't won a playoff game in 9 years.
Now, I was very surprised. I didn't see y'all's D-line doing their O-line that bad. I didn't see them not really ever putting it together and figuring something out to at least make it, competitive. But I guess from their track record, that's how Kansas City do. They either gonna win a close Super Bowl or they gonna get their ass blew out. So, you feel me? We know from now on it's either gonna be a close win or a blowout.
That's true.
So, yeah. Now you said as what was my reasoning and why I picked y'all. Well, I picked y'all because I honestly thought that you would figure it out because your team was better. Although at first gonna win the Super Bowl, but watching the game, I did see flaws in the Bills' defense, and I seen some flaws in Kansas City. So the more time I had to ponder on it, I'm like, the Eagles do have the best team, and I didn't think they would be able to stop Saquon that much. But you stopping Saquon won't really helpful when you couldn't get anything going and couldn't block their D-line.
True.
You see what I'm saying? So now you look at it and you're like, well, Hurts gonna eat. Well, nah, that's too much because you're not even doing enough. That if one of them eating, it's over now. You see what I'm saying? Like, cause bam, and I was surprised they went down though with such an easy fight though. Like, it was like they just kind of quit. You feel what I'm saying? You was looking for them to do something and they never did it.
Yep.
Like that run that you expected them to make, or at least, all right, they gonna go score a touchdown and try to make it. Nope. Ain't happened. Now, the reason, this is why I tell you a lot of times, head over my heart. My heart did want me to pick y'all. And the reason it did was so we could stay as the greatest dynasty ever, and they want 3-peat. So I don't see what is his problem. Why is he not trying to make it seem like he don't understand that if we both got the same enemy, why would I be rooting against my enemy? I mean, why would I be rooting for my enemy? It don't make no sense. So why would I be rooting for Kansas City? The biggest. You know, it's like Jim dropping. I do believe though that they should have shared that MVP between Jalen Hurts and the defense. Now, it was a couple people you could have gave it to, but I thought that was a whole team effort. And I thought literally all the way around the board, like every matchup, y'all won. Like, they didn't beat y'all in it. Like, y'all's O-line beat they D-line. Y'all's D-line beat their O-line. Your quarterback beat they D. Like, I guess the only matchup we could say they won was against Saquon. But, I mean, can you really say that? You feel me? Like, we won. We got like 40-some points on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so can you really say you won that matchup? Y'all receivers was beating their DBs. DBs was beating their receivers. Yeah, linebackers and safeties was beating their tight ends. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all literally won the special teams. You beat them in every facet.
Yeah.
And, yeah, y'all not going back-to-back though, gang. It's hard to do. And, you have to stay healthy. You ain't flying nowhere. You still in your seat, gang. You still in your seat, gang. You ain't flying nowhere. You
in my mind, I'm in the sky. In my mind, we in the sky.
Look. All I'm gonna tell you is appreciate it. accepted wise there. I've been in your shoes a long time ago, and I'm just trying to let you know, you feel me, how it may come, how I feel, you feel what I'm saying, and I wish you great success on your future endeavors. You look like you got something to say. I was about to move on, but it looked like you got something to say.
It sounded fake, but
well, I mean, look, this is all I'm telling you. As long as your success don't intertwine with our success, then you feel me, it's all good. But whenever your success is determined upon us not having success, y'all, you feel what I'm saying? Straight up, you feel me?
yeah, feelings mutual.
They better be, you feel me? I wouldn't expect it no different.
I hope y'all don't win though at all. Nothing.
That's cool. That's what happened when you the standard. You expect that type of treatment. I look at you as a lesser of my evil. Because as long as you, the Redskins or the Giants, can do me solids and keep winning the divisions and keep the Cowboys down, what did I just say? The enemy of my enemy.
This is my friend.
You feel me, so? Them boys. Now, do you think Travis Kelce is coming back, or you think he gonna retire?
I think he should come back one more year. At least try one more year. You got to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you had a, you know what I mean? Of course you didn't get the ultimate goal, but it ain't like you had a failure to the season. You still went 14, 15-2, really only losing one game. So, you know, you played pretty well during the playoffs. You just had the whole team had a bad game. So, I mean, unless you just physically can't do it, give it one more shot. What you think? You think you should let it go?
Retire? No, I'm just playing. Come back for real. Because I want to make sure that we get a chance to beat y'all boys with Travis there too. I don't want to hear, you beat Mahomes without Travis. I want them all there. You feel me? Line them all up. Travis, come back. You got all the way to the Super Bowl. I know you like to go out on the Super Bowl. Then, even if you win, then you might want to come back for a back-to-back. Then if you do that, you might get a chance to avenge a three-peat. Now, it ain't going to happen, but, I'm just, throwing out some fairy tales for you. You feel what I'm saying? But, I think he has kind of lost a step, though. Like, you can tell he ain't the same Travis as before, but he's still better than a whole lot of tight ends anyway.
Yep. So,
what is your thoughts, or what was your thoughts on the halftime show?
I like the halftime show. It was good. I like Kendrick. I'm a big fan of his music, but I also like Drake. But I'm just a lover of good music. So it didn't make me the halftime show didn't make me feel any type of way towards Drake. I just enjoyed Kendrick's performance and the show he put on. I liked a lot of the songs. Of course, everybody wanted to wait, for the Not Like Us, so they wanted to see, how he was going to do it. And, he definitely gave the world what they wanted. Everybody wanted to see it since he was the halftime performer, and I liked it. They not like us. They not like us. And they not like us.
I thought...
Did you like Kendrick? You didn't like Kendrick?
The performance itself, I thought was average, but it's because I don't really look at Kendrick as more of a performer type. You feel what I'm saying? Like, to me, Kendrick more like a lyricist and not really more of a performer. And also as well, I think it would have been much different if it would have not been in New Orleans and the world knew that Wayne should have got that. And it was like, with that being the case too, we expecting a certain level of performance. If you gonna get it over Wayne in New Orleans, I better be in this mug going crazy. You feel what I'm saying? And that won't what I got. I don't think it was trash though. You see what I'm saying? Because some people like, it's the worst halftime show ever. I mean, I don't think it was that bad, but I just thought there was better, and I thought it would have been still much better if Wayne would have did it, because Wayne got so much stuff. You would have had so many different people out there, like on the stage performing, and the worst part about the halftime show though was the other people that tried to make it seem like that it was these hidden messages that folks couldn't comprehend or understand, and they were basic. They act like that this was so against the grain, although he clearly had to practice this and perform this for the NFL. They had to approve it, also put it out there.
So for everybody in their feelings, get over it.
Like, but guess what? Next year it's gonna be out there in the Bay. Is you gonna get us there again? Is we gonna be recording live out there in the Bay, from the Bay?
Hey, look. Only way we gonna go to the Bay is if we going to see Dr. Dre. You figure deal, man.
You know you can get us into that Super Bowl, gang. I don't know why you acting like that. You know you got them connections, high places,
I ain't got no connections.
big voices, militant steppers,
Hopefully.
people that's good in any weather.
Nah.
The Jordans.
Oh, no deal. That's a lot above my pay grade.
Dude, I need to keep going.
That's a whole lot above my pay grade.
I ain't even gonna do it, you know. I'm gonna just let that go. You feel? We're gonna let that go. Alright. I'll tell you off the camera. Kellen Moore is supposed to be the Saints' new coach. What do you think about it? Do you think it's gonna work? And actually, no, I'm gonna just leave it with those two questions first, because I got a different question after this. You'll like it.
Do I think it's gonna work? No, the Saints are a bad team. Like,
how long do you think that is realistic that they should give him to turn it around?
shit, you're gonna need about 5 years. Because you got a lot you need to turn around. You got, you got a little bit of people on offense to work with, but you don't really have the quarterback. Then you don't, your receivers be hurt a lot. And then, the defense is getting older. So it's like, these guys don't have a lot left in the tank. So it's like, you're going to have to, basically get some guys on the draft. You're going to have to hit on your draft picks. You're probably going to have to get some guys out of the free agency. That means you're probably going to have to pay some people, which you probably don't have a lot of money because you paid a lot of guys already. So I just feel like the Saints are in a bad position right now. It's going to take them a while. What do you think?
I agree. I think it's anywhere from a 3 to 5 year project. 3 years if everything would have to go kind of perfect, you feel what I'm saying, or great. If I would have been him, I would have stayed in Philadelphia and took my chance, because I don't think this was a situation like when he was in Dallas and he had the opportunity, turned down a job and then didn't get another one. It is realistic that you could be back in the Super Bowl again next year. You see what I'm saying? So, I would have took my chances, because I think that's an awful spot. They would have had to pay me, I would need almost all my money guaranteed. You feel what I'm saying? No.
He said all the money guaranteed.
Yeah, no little, well, you gotta be here on this date to make sure you're getting all, you feel me? I need all that up front. Because you ain't gonna play me like no fiddle and then mess up my reputation, and I might not get back in the league because I got this awful record, and then, you feel me, make it seem like somebody didn't have to come coach this trash.
Yep. Somebody gonna have to come coach it.
Yeah, because they already said it 50, 60 under the cap.
Yep.
So, over the cap. So that in itself automatically put you in a bad spot, because that means just to get to even, they're gonna have to release crazy amount of people. Because it's not like you gonna release one person and they give you 50, 60 million. You see what I'm saying? Like, that ain't how it works. It's only gonna give you a certain amount. So not only like that automatically means the team gonna get way worse. Then, like you said, you gotta hit on your draft picks, and they pick ninth, so it's not even like they picking first or second or something where you gonna probably get, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's bleak for them. Now, the reason I said that was because you said something about they gotta get them a quarterback in there. That was gonna lead me to my question to you. If you were Kellen Moore, would you tell the GM that you want Carr as your quarterback, or would you tell him that you want him gone?
I would tell him that I would give him this 1 year to prove, you know what I'm saying, that he is our franchise moving forward. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't played a lot of games as a starter on good teams because he gets hurt. And when he does play, his record speaks for itself. I don't think I have to come over here and say anything. His record speaks for itself. So at the end of the day, the man has been in the league a long time. That's a great sample size of, great sample size of what you are and what you're going to do in this league. Like, you know, guys who've been in the league almost 10 years or 10 years plus, they just don't get better overnight. So if you ain't figured it out now, I don't think you are going to figure it out. So it's like, yeah, you had that great start off to the season last year, but then you fell off and then you got hurt. So it's like, you know, you weren't playing that good before you got hurt. So it's like, what are we doing? Figure it out. Do you think that he should keep him, or do you think that they should get somebody else or try to get somebody in the draft?
It would all depend. He would have to rework his deal, because I'm pretty sure they said it would cost like $51 million on the cap.
And I already seen where he won't try to rework the deal.
Okay, well then he be gone. You feel me? And I know you're not gonna save all $51 million, but whatever I can get, I'm gonna get. Cause I need to trim down, and if I'm gonna trim my roster down, I don't want Derek Carr as my quarterback, because he might get me to 4 or 5 wins. You see what I'm saying? He'll be good enough. He might could mess you up from getting the first pick, because he get a little too many, but not enough for you to be
all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, like you won't even be decent. You'll be like just slightly up from the bottom. You feel me? It'll be like below average. So I wouldn't want that. If I'm gonna break it down, I'm gonna just get me a young quarterback somewhere. You feel me? Maybe mid-round. See if I can find something. You get what I'm saying? And then if not, hopefully we at the top of the draft next year. We had Archie. Hopefully we can then get Archie in. Bam, we taking off. That's how I would try to play it. Now, say we draft a young quarterback this year, Spencer Rattler comes and it's better than we thought, and you feel me, we surprised, and then that works too. You see what I'm saying? But either way, Derek Carr wouldn't be my answer if he's not trying to rework that deal, because you definitely ain't good enough to cost $50-some million against my cap.
No.
And it ain't like the rest of their team is even good enough to where you like, well, man, if they did just have a decent quarterback, man, we might actually, we ain't got no chance to win no chip no way. So you get what I'm saying? Like,
yep. He's still a lot of pieces away.
Yeah, like, it ain't like he the only piece that they missing. Like, they didn't got older at so many positions and ain't really replacing the people. You see what I'm saying? So,
but they got guys sitting on the bench that's ready to come in. I don't know.
Improve something.
Whew. Facts.
Excuse me. Now, Deebo Samuel asked for a trade. The 49ers obliged. Do you think he should have asked for the trade? Do you think the 49ers should trade him? And who do you think loses more from the trade? And do you have any thoughts, or where do you think he might end up as well?
Okay, what was the first question?
Do you think he should have asked for the trade?
No.
Okay, do you think the 49ers should trade him?
Yes.
Well, I guess that lets me know. So you think he's gonna lose the trade? Do you think of a place that he might go off your head? And is there a place do you think he could go that could possibly get him to look like the old Debo?
I think I got a few teams that come right off the top of my head. I feel like he would be good with. I feel like maybe with the Chargers, he might be good with the Chargers. Tampa Bay might be a good option for him.
I didn't think about that. That would be pretty good.
I think he would be a good option with Tampa Bay. I think also the Packers might be a good option for him. I don't think they have. I feel like it would be good for them to bring somebody like Debo in because it would take a lot of pressure off of their receivers. Because they're constantly like, hey, we need a wide receiver one. Like, they need a wide receiver one. They need a wide receiver one. And then I feel like Debo would take the pressure off and open the field up for the other guys. Because the other guys, you got a lot. I feel like you got ones, but they're not like top ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got like 1Bs. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, you have guys. You have a few guys. You have a few guys who could possibly be your number one. But I feel like they're not 1A or 1B. So you don't have like a Jamar Chase, T. Higgins type of situation where both guys could be like, you know what I'm saying, like where you have a super A and then a 1A, you know what I'm saying? So it's like these guys are different. So I feel like that would help the Packers. And then the last team is the Kansas City Chiefs. I feel like he could help the Chiefs win. That's really my teams that I feel like, you know, me being realistic about his opportunities, his quarterback, you know what I mean, the team and overall itself. There are teams that already kind of make the playoffs on their own without him. Mm-hmm. I feel like, you know, he could really help put them over the hump. Some of them teams, some more than others, but them are the teams who I think he should go to. The reason why I feel like he should be traded is because there's a lot of bad blood in the years. You've had, you know, situations over the years where he's lashed out and, you know what I mean, kind of said his piece, you know, spoke his piece. So I feel like, you know, it kind of ran its course and he probably want to go somewhere different and play with somebody else. So I just feel like that's why. Who do you feel like he should go to?
Okay, I'm going to answer the questions I asked you first, though. I think if I was him, I wouldn't have asked for a trade. I agree with you. If I was them, I would be trying to trade him. And I think unless he goes to a couple of situations, he's going to end up losing in the trade. And where I would like him to go, that's what you asked me, where I think he would go.
Wait, where would you like him to go?
Okay.
Because you never really know where he's going to go.
Bills.
The Bills will be good.
The Chiefs. The Texans.
Texans will be a good one.
And I think he would, like you were saying, because I actually think he's going to go to the Chargers. Because I can't say I know, but like, to me, alright, they kind of talk about getting rid of Joey Bosa. See what I'm saying? The Chargers are. The 49ers kind of could use another DN, and Joey Bosa is Nick Bosa's brother. You feel what I'm saying? You could trade them, basically swap them, maybe a pick or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And bam, you get what I'm saying? So to me, that would be too smooth. But keep Debo in Cali. 49er perspective, you get better on the D line, and bam, man, you add two brothers together. So you get what I'm saying? Yeah, but I think even though I think he will help the Chargers and be good, I think the Bills, Chiefs, or Texans, though, is like the three teams that I really think he would impact. And maybe, I would say the Lions, but I don't know how their offense is going to, look without being Johnson anymore. But if it was similar, if it's going to be similar to that, he would work there too. You see what I'm saying? For real. If y'all had the money, he could work with y'all too in the slot. Because he could do a lot of, like, with AJ and Vontae, like, they would take a whole lot of attention. and you could dump it to him right quick. You could use him on reads and stuff, like little touches and fakes and stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That way you always keeping the defense honest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, the only reason why I don't really like him with us and the Bills is because those are two teams that you might go the whole game without touching the football. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've already seen that he doesn't like that. You know?
Yeah, but see, you can get like from where Debo ain't just a receiver. You can get him touches in the run game. Like them is little quick passes. Like I say, they can just like you running through there. You see that they ain't covering him up when you fake it off to him and you hand it to the running back and it's working. Now we can just dump it right there right quick. So you feel me? He could probably get 7 to 10 touches a game, just just the way you could run the offense around him.
You maybe, but it just depends on who it is. Because like I said, it's a lot of times where a lot of guys don't touch the ball, and we already deal with that with AJ. The Bills have already dealt with that with Stephon. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
but they don't run though.
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, they like to rely on their running back. They don't even run. Like, even we don't even run no type of, unless we do a QB run or, that's really it.
But what receiver you got that's like that, though?
Hey, AJ could run the ball. AJ could legit run the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, that's why I don't like him with them two teams, because even though he runs the ball with the 49ers and he still doesn't get touches. That's what I'm saying. So it's like you don't want him on a team who that they don't always get their players to football, because then he's going to be crying again. Then he's going to be wanting to be traded again. Then he's going to be in this situation again.
So AJ Brown could be a running back?
Yeah.
America, can y'all please send the brokers some more hats? Because I don't have enough.
This is because your opinion of him, you don't think he might can be. But
this is crazy.
Derrick Henry running back.
He's not running in between the tackles and doing the stuff Debo doing. Come on, America. Come on, America.
Well,
Assalamu alaikum, salam. Good brother. Now, the next person that was up in the trade discussion, Myles Garrett. I don't think the question has to be asked who would win and lose in that trade. So, where would you like to see Myles Garrett?
I would like to see him with us. But other than us, the Bengals would be a good play for him.
You know they not trade. You know Cleveland ain't trading him to Cincinnati.
Yeah, so that'd be once again, the Chargers could use him.
Yep. I seen that too, because they was talking about from where they would. It was possible that they would let go of Bosa and Khalil Mack, and then they was like, if they do that, they might draft one and then try to trade for Miles. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I could see him with let's see, what's that team? It's another team.
Redskins.
The Redskins would be good. They need defense. The Redskins, Dallas could use him.
Yeah, what about the Packers?
The Packers could use him. Yeah,
the Lions on the other side of Hutchinson.
Yeah, about to say, the Lions, but the Lions is stacked already. That's why I say, like, probably the money he probably wouldn't take that much less to go over there. You know what I'm saying? To play with Jared Goff. But let me see, because the Texas got ends.
What about Chicago to try to turn around Caleb?
No, you didn't been to enough bad franchises. Don't go to no more bad franchises. Like, God Almighty. Like, good God. At least with the Cowboys, you might get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, but good Lord.
He gonna run his bag up.
I was about to say he might run the bag up fucking with them, but damn. Let me see. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Somebody that he can fucking win with. He can go to the Bills. Shit.
I seen them talking about that.
I'm about to say the Bills could work.
Because they were saying with y'all in Tampa Bay showing the blueprint of how to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Rush them with
Right,
four.
I'm about to say, and had dropped the boys back.
Yep, and get their pressure out forward. I think good spots for them is similar to the teams you said. I think Washington would be a good spot for them. I think Green Bay, y'all, Detroit. There's a lot of good spots. Like almost anywhere, you feel what I'm saying, would really be a good spot for him for real.
Yes, sir. Because that boy a monster.
And like, so,
he could plug. You can fit that boy in right now, and he can play anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Shit, Miami need him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they need defense.
Take them, you feel what
I'm about to say they definitely need defense.
Good
Speaking of that conference, shoot, he could go to the Jets. The Jets need, you know what I'm saying? If they mess around and figure out a quarterback, they need some defense. Damn, Indianapolis needed an end. They could use him. He one of them guys. He really could go anywhere. He feel like he really.
That's why the only thing that I was really trying to throw out there was teams that I thought that Cleveland might trade him to, and that the team is kind of good enough to where he probably would want to go to.
Yeah, if they keep Matt Stafford, would you like to see him go to the Rams, and they get another dominant defensive lineman?
I was over here thinking about that, like him with all them young bulls they got. You feel what I'm saying? They could keep their defense would be wham.
Yep.
So I can see all of them.
Yeah, them would be good spots right over there for him.
Now, speaking of Myles Garrett, supposedly it's a curveball in here. I know it's a curveball. Supposedly the Dallas Cowboys have been trying to trade Michael Parsons. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but I don't think I believe that.
Why don't you think you believe?
Because Jerry don't make them type of moves. Jerry will let everybody walk before he trades somebody. You know what I'm saying? So he not even that smart.
I think it's funny. I think it just goes to show though that they probably just kicked around the bucket, see like what offers might be like for.
Yep.
And really, when you him, they don't worry about kicking offers around the field. Sit back and you relax. Cooper Kupp. The Rams informed him that they will be trading him. Good spots for Cooper. Well, before I ask that, do you think that that's good of the Rams? You think that's a good move for them to trade Cooper Kupp?
Probably. You know what I mean? They probably want to go cheaper and younger. You know, probably money takes up. I think he get like 20-some million. You know what I mean? So he's probably taking up a little hit of the cap and not giving the same production as he once was. And he probably could still get something similar to it, but it seemed like they took him out of the offense for some reason. Not quite sure why, really. But he definitely showed flashes that he still could, do what he do. But I just feel like some teams that he could really go to, I feel like if he might end up with the Bengals or something like that. The Bengals might be a good option for him. They're a pass-heavy team. They say a lot of targets. The Bills are also a good team for him. Somebody who experienced, been there before, already won a chip. You know what I'm saying? Extraordinary route runner. So he'd be a good one for the Bills. He could go to Washington as well. It would be somebody good with an experience. Add some experience to that receiving core with Noah Brown and Luke McCaffrey and Terry McLaurin. Their whole gang they got. And then also another team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He would, another pass heavy team, somebody like that who he would. Them or the Chargers. The Chargers probably need him worse than anybody because they don't have really other than McConkey, but they're kind of I would say they're kind of the same receiver, just like a younger Cooper Kupp, maybe a little faster. But I just feel like there's a few teams he could go to, but it all depends on who he wants to play with.
Okay. I think this is going to be a win for both. The only reason I say that is because I still think Cooper Kupp got some left in the tank, and it, like you said, it just seemed like they just completely took him out the offense. So I don't really see, like, as much as they used him at the end of the year, he's not worth $20 million.
Yeah.
So even if he goes somewhere and dominate, if we won't gonna use him, why would we still pay him $20 million if we can get off of it? So under them circumstances, I kind of get the business of it. I just don't understand why they stopped using him. That's the part that I would like to understand. I think he would be a good fit for the Bills, the Steelers, the Bengals, I don't think this would be a good idea for him, but I think he would also help out Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. Now, if I was him, I would be like, hell no, don't send me there. You get what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? Like, don't send me there, but
no,
I think it would help. You feel me? But
say,
don't send me there.
Anywhere but there.
I think he could help the Chiefs out too, because they could. I think they could use him in a way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Could probably help the Broncos too, because they need that.
Ooh, I didn't think about the Broncos. The Broncos would be good.
Mhm. And I'm gonna tell you, if the Raiders could get their hands on it and try to figure some stuff out, because him and Myers on opposite slots. You see what I'm saying with Brock Bowers? You feel me? If you could actually get them a quarterback in there, you actually starting to get some weapons. And with Brock Bowers, that's going to definitely open it up for Cooper Kupp, because Brock Bowers he's him.
He's tough.
And that's with the quarterbacks he had. You let him get actually a good quarterback in there.
Oh yeah, it's over with. His yard's gonna be crazy.
See if he touchdowns, catches.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Out of this world. So, like, I think there's a lot of spots Cooper could kind of go. I think he would fit in. I don't know if Minnesota got the money, but he would fit in there too, being able to play in that slot with Jefferson out there getting all that attention. That'd be another good slot for him. I don't think the Packers would be a good spot for him, and the reason is because they don't have, like you were saying, to me, I don't think that would be good for him or Debo, because I think they need other people, more so now, to kind of get more attention rather than them being like the pure one.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you would get better out of them. And I mean, I guess it would depend though, because I guess you could make a case that he could be the number one in Kansas City, but that's to me much different, because Andy Reid is like a genius. So you get what I'm saying? Like, some coaches gonna still find a way to get their players open just off of the ability of how smart they is at coaching. So, but yeah, so if I'm Cooper though, I'm trying to get to Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Because them teams need me. They'll give me the ball, you see what I'm saying? And to me, you're going to be playing with two great quarterbacks if you went to one. With Pittsburgh, you got George Pickens out there. You see what I'm saying? He going to help you. You don't really know who your quarterback is going to be officially yet, but
which might be a reason why you don't want to go.
That could be true. You see what I'm saying? But I just don't think we're going to do anything stupid at the quarterback spot. Now, we might be having a conversation in a few months, and I might be on this mug going off. But you feel what I'm saying? I don't think we're going to do nothing stupid
You
at the
don't
quarterback
think so?
helm. No, so.
Okay.
Now, the New York Jets, you kind of touched on this. You said getting a quarterback. They released Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
They said no more McAfee show.
No mas.
He said F you. Do you think the Jets are going to lose? Do you think A-Rod is going to lose from
This was a win for the Jets because, I mean, now you don't have to pay a guy all this money and you still have the same record you had when you was paying Zach Wilson a little bit of money. So, I mean, if you was going to have the same record, you can at least pay the guys cheaper and you'll come out better on the back end. But, I mean, I just feel like this is a win for the Jets. I don't think A-Rod should probably hang it up because there was a lot of controversy around the season and you were just saying, you know, hey, it's just football, it's just football, it's just football. Like I do this, and then you got out there and you didn't do it. So, I mean, unless you're going to take it more serious in the off season and build camaraderie with the guys and you're there, you're going to be in the locker room, be around the guys, then maybe you should give it another shot. But if you're going to be doing it how you've been doing it and you're going to keep getting that same result, you might as well just go ahead and sit down because you are damaging the legacy that you left in, you know, previously before the Achilles. What you think?
I think
I know you want Rodgers though, so
I think the Jets lost. Reason being, yes, we did pay him a lot more to finish similar or maybe even slightly worse. But the part that gets left out is the fact that if we would have told you what his numbers was at the beginning of the year, you would have assumed that the Jets would make the playoffs, even though he won't typical A-Rod. You just look at his numbers, you'd be like, oh yeah, they'd be contenders. But you would also assume that their defense would have been much better than it was last year as well. So the defense fell back. A-Rod won't A-Rod. But what do you expect with him being 40-some years old, just coming off the Achilles? So when you really think about it, now I do understand the point about you gotta be committed to the mini camps and stuff, and because anything that's mandatory you gotta do, and even the other stuff you should be trying to build up your chemistry with your teammates. But he's not coming to Pittsburgh and doing it. So if he coming to Pittsburgh, he's gonna be doing that.
all right.
You think that's his locker room, or you think that's Coach Tomlin's locker room?
Look, man, all I know is when he did that shit in Green Bay, you know what I'm saying, he did it with New York. So if you go to another team, why would you think it'd be any different?
Because you ain't been coached the same way that if you get coached by somebody else and you get coached by Belichick, you feel me? Some people just have a way, and like I say, if Mike Tomlin could get AB to work for years, Chase Claypool, Juju, you feel what I'm saying? Things don't really get out, and even though people may go a little awry, they still are under some form of culture, you feel what I'm saying?
But neither one of those guys are A-Rod.
So you think A-Rod was causing more distraction than AB was?
Probably just as much.
And you see what I'm saying?
But the difference is that's your quarterback. This is the guy that's supposed to be the guy that we listen to.
Right. Now, what makes you think, though, that if he knows this is the culture, you establish that this is the culture, don't you think he's either going to say yes and oblige or either no and I'm not coming?
I feel like he probably wouldn't come anyway. Just off the GP, he probably know he going to have problems. Because, I mean, that's just what he do. Like, he probably wouldn't go nowhere. He can't do that.
Okay, so where do you think... So you think that it's more important for him to do that than to actually contend? Because I don't... With what you saying, the only spots that's really going to allow him to do that is probably places like the Raiders or something that don't really have a chance and they kind of far back from getting a quarterback. So it's like, You get what I'm saying?
I mean, if he was serious about winning, he would have, you know what I'm saying, act like.
Don't you think though that a lot of that has to do with if I did this in Green Bay and it worked? Do you think that he thought that he could do that and it wasn't gonna work? Like, did you think that he thought, man, I'm gonna do it this way and it's not gonna work?
Of course, when you do something you don't think it's ever a bad idea, that doesn't make it not a bad idea. Just because you don't think it's a bad idea.
Right. So, what makes you think he can't learn from the error of his ways now if he gonna come back? Because if not, why would he not just retire?
Because you had a large sample size of doing something a certain way. So why would I think if you have a track record of doing something for 15 years a certain way? Why
but he
would
won't
I
always like that? You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, but a lot of people, when you listen to the people say, they say he's always been selfish. He's always been like that.
But see, selfish and you being arrogant is much different than me not coming to mini camp, me not coming to training camp, me not working with the new receivers that come in. Like, them is all together. Like, we can win with you being selfish, arrogant. Like, you know, people, you can win with those. You can still win with those. You actually not coming though. Like, and again, it's not like we got the same exact team. You know everybody that's on the roster. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we get new pieces in. You gotta be there to figure something out. That way they know what you like to do. You know what they like to do.
But I mean, even when a team you've been on, you still constantly get new pieces. You can't tell me that a team that you're on, you're gonna constantly play with the same guys every year. That doesn't happen.
When I say that, basically, your receivers and your tight ends is at least your top three, your starters, is the ones that's back. You see what I'm saying? Because you're right, the bottom and sometimes even the top get flipped around. But what I'm saying is if most of us is on the wavelength, and we already know, that's much different than me having a team of 3 rookies or, you know, 2 rookies, and we didn't sign 2 free agents now, and I've never thrown to these guys a day in my life, and like all my receivers are new. See what I'm saying? Because he went to the Jets. He didn't even have Devontae at first, so all of these dudes, I mean, some of them, you know, he brought with him, but you get what I'm saying? A lot of them is new. Like, how you and Garrett Wilson supposed to ever find anything out? You ain't never through to it.
Yeah, but even him and Lazard struggled, and you know what I'm saying? Lazard was his guy, you know what I mean, for a long time, and it's like, but it's also, it's like, bro, you don't, when you can't just do something for a while, stop doing it, you know what I mean, and then come back and think that everything is gonna be like, it's gonna be off, you know what I'm saying? Like, even, you know, like, just from playing ball, like when you play ball for 2 months straight, then you take a month off, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks off, and you come back, it feels different, you know what I'm saying? Like the ball feel a little different, you know what I mean? The way you catch passes and throw passes is a touch different, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it take a while to get that back, you know what I'm saying? That feeling of naturalness, like, okay, boom, I know when I take this 3-step, you know what I mean, he already did hit his slant, you know what I'm saying? So when I release it, he already know it's coming, you know what I'm saying? I know where he gonna be at. I know it's coming because we've been doing it, you know what I'm saying? But do you stop doing it, then you come back, you know what I'm saying? Your timing on your 3-step might be off, you feel what I'm saying? The pass might be a little bit more behind or in front than normal, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, all of that stuff matters, you know what I'm saying? Like, them little repetitions that matter. And then also, what people don't be trying to take into consideration is some guys lose a step, you know what I'm saying? Some guys might gain a step. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you here, you know, last year you were here, now you over here, or now you here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it just be a little different depending on who you got, what you got, and you still, like I said, you still just need that time with your people, you know what I'm saying? Like as much time as you, because even we seen, even though we're not saying that Dak is on Aaron Rodgers' level, but even for people that's common as CD and Dak to be playing so long together for years and have that chemistry, you know what I'm saying? When CD ain't come to the, you know what I'm saying, to the off season because he was holding out, you see their chemistry was a little off, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I know he's not that Aaron Rodgers type of quarterback, but I'm just saying that's just an example of
I agree.
how it looked. You know what I mean? When you know what I mean. So,
but this is why I say like the teams that Vegas gave out with the best odds was us, then it was the Raiders, then it's the 49ers, then I think it was the Vikings. The only one of them teams that he could go to, because if he goes to the Raiders, they're not expected to win. But if he goes to the Steelers, he could actually mess up his legacy. You see what I'm saying? If he goes to the 49ers, he can mess up his legacy. If he goes to the Vikings, he can mess up his legacy. Because imagine he goes to the Vikings, Sam Darnold just goes 14-3, and you bomb out of there. They gonna then be like, well, it's just you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
So, to me, if he gonna come back, why would you come back to be on a bad team? If that's the case, you could just retire. So, if you gonna come back, it's like you only would come back to actually fully dedicate and really try to actually do everything you could to win a Super Bowl. Because if not, it's like, what is the point of you even playing again?
Yeah, but that was the whole point last year. Like, if you was going, and everybody thought he was going to be competitive. Like,
we thought they might make the playoffs, but we didn't think that.
I mean, but that's being competitive, though. You feel me?
Okay, but the Vikings was actually a playoff team. The Steelers was a playoff team. The 49ers, if healthy, would have been a playoff team. You see what I'm saying? Like, they've been to, 2-3 of the last 7 Super Bowls. So, like, they would be, like, those teams would be expected even more than the Jets would.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
They definitely have more expectations.
Right, and from where you got a quarterback like Sam Darnold that was with the Vikings, Brock Purdy, Russell Wilson, and Justin Fields. You see what I'm saying? It's like these quarterbacks, like, they ain't you. So you get what I'm saying? Like, you could really mess your reputation up if you go to one of them type of teams and you're not actually trying to put that dedication in. So I think before he would do that, he would actually retire. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just felt like you should have been doing that deal. Because, I mean,
I agree. He should have.
Because if you're not playing to win, what's the whole point of coming back in the first place?
Well, it's like you said, though. When you do something and you have success at it, that's not necessarily just because you have success at doing something the wrong way, don't mean that it's successful and it's the right way. So what happens is that arrogancy. I'm Aaron Rodgers. I just gotta show up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm the best thrower of football ever. You feel me? I'm just gonna show up and it's gonna be magic. You know, them other guys gotta do all of that. But you know, I'm stepping the field and I got some of the dudes I used to play with. It ain't gonna be that hard to get online. Bam, next thing you know, it ain't working. You see what I'm saying? And I think as well that could be a good dose of reality though to bring him back to you can be nice and that don't mean you're not gonna think you nice, but you still gotta do things in a team efficient way if you wanna have the result. If not, you gonna have an underachieving result probably with whoever you might go to.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I definitely feel
Get it together. Come to Pittsburgh. Re-sign Justin. Bring Vontae with you. Trade for DK. We back. Can you imagine that back shoulder fade from A-Rod to Mr. Pickens?
I was watching the back shoulder fade. It looked like he's throwing it in the front shoulder now. He ain't throwing it. He ain't putting it on that back shoulder as consistent as he was.
Hey, look, he won't, but the receivers he was throwing to last year ain't Mr. Pickens right now.
Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams, them is not.
Garrett Wilson definitely ain't Mr. Pickens. Devontae Adams used to be, but I don't think Devontae, he done lost the step.
The way Mr. Pickens be dropping stuff, I got questions.
He had one game.
I got questions.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
One game when he was dropping
the
stuff.
biggest game too. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? That game was
one of the biggest games too. You know what I'm saying?
That game was even Baltimore had already won. You feel
one
me?
Of the
We couldn't win
games,
the division.
You know what I'm saying?
We'd already choked the division away.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel what I'm saying?
And you still choking away. You feel
like, and this is why I say this is where I have issues with Coach Tomlin. Why did you ever even play them guys that week? You should have been resting. What difference do it make? And then you bring them out there and you still lost. Just rest them. We had a playoff game coming. It didn't matter where we played at. As bad as we was looking, it didn't matter if we went to Baltimore or Houston. We was gonna get our ass kicked.
I guess he said we had Houston was a better chance.
Well, supposedly we was trying to how did they say it? Switch the momentum because one win could change the momentum in the field. But what if you lose?
Yeah.
See that's why
people
I say
don't
that's
think about the losing part.
But that's why I say that's always the part. And my point is, it would be different if Baltimore had somehow lost and you could win the division. Okay, yeah. But if you can't win the division no more,
what's the point?
Right, and we had just went through the short weeks of playing y'all in Baltimore and Kansas City and like that. What was that, like a 14, 17 day span or whatever it was? You see what I'm saying? At that point, we was looking for rest. You feel what I'm saying? More than the momentum. And I think he handled that wrong. I think we should have rested, especially a lot of our older people. You see what I'm saying? So we could have kind of got a little juice back for the playoff game because our offense had been struggling like all of them weeks. So the defense had kept being out there and kept being out there. You see what I'm saying? And it won't like it worked anyway. You see it like we still lost. You see what I'm saying? And for real, if they wouldn't have just kept kicking field goals, they would have blew us out because they kept moving the ball down the field. They just kept kicking field goals. So you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, just irritating. Also, Raheem Mostert and Kyle Fuller, or the Kendall
Fuller.
Okay, Fuller were released by the Dolphins. What is your thoughts?
They kind of stopped using Mostert after he fumbled that one. He has a fumbling problem, so I kind of didn't. And he's getting a little older, even though he's still fast, but
he ain't old Mostert fast.
Old Mostert fast, but he's still
and he
fast,
ain't a chain fast man. You feel me?
Yeah, they ain't got a chain now, so I feel like he still probably could have made a two-headed monster work, but he probably wanted a lot of money, and that probably wasn't really worth it. You know what I'm saying? So he probably went cheaper and go younger. So I understand. You know what I mean? So Fuller he's pretty good, but he's also had his problems, so I can see why he's also been released. Veteran players that have been in the league for a while, he'll probably find they'll be all right. They'll find new teams.
And depending where they go, because I think Mostert would be really good in Kansas City the way they run their offense.
Yeah, they need a backup running back.
Like, and the way he kind of do, they kind of always keep them dudes. You like, man, how you always catching the ball out the backfield and stuff? And you feel me? Like, I think he'd be a great addition to Kansas City. Fuller, I don't really know where I would like to see Fuller.
He should go to a team probably like the Jets. So he might go to the Jets. They need another corner.
I was gonna say he could go to the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm about to say
one of them teams that'll probably try to pay him the bag because they need some people.
Veteran.
Maybe a Titans team. Put him on the opposite side of old boy they just got from
Snead.
the Snead. Yeah, you feel me? Because but if I was either one of them, I know for sure if I'm Fuller, I'm going where the most money is. If I'm Mostert, I'm probably chasing the bag too. But if it's comparable, I'm gonna go to the best situation. But say Mostert and Kansas City offer me $5 million. Well, that's maybe a little strange. Say Kansas City offer me $3 million and the Patriots offer me $9 or $10 million a year. I'm going to New England. You see what I'm saying? Like,
I don't blame
that's too much of a difference. But say it might be $4 million to $3 million, I go there now. You see what I'm saying? But if it's a huge gap, I'm chasing that bag.
I don't blame you. Get your money, get paid, young. Get paid.
Hey, and I think Mostert could work with the Rams too.
Yeah, he'll be a good help. But they already got Corum from Michigan.
Oh, I forgot about Blake.
I was about to say
Yep, you're right.
From Michigan.
You're right, cause he's a good counter for Kyron. Yeah,
he might can go to the Chargers.
Yes, cause they need to run.
Yeah, they like to run them two running backs, and you know what I mean, with Dalvin getting hurt and Gus, even though they play all right, you know what I'm saying, it might be looking to go a different direction.
Yeah,
that probably could be a possible opportunity for him. So
he could work for the Broncos too, because they need a running back.
They do. They need running backs. Yeah,
Like
a young playoff team, that'd be good for him.
Travis Hunter entered the combine at cornerback. Thoughts?
I wanted him to play offense really bad, like really really bad. But he's such a lockdown corner. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard to not want to see him on that side of the ball too. I just really hope they let him play both sides of the ball. Let the man play both sides. Play the man both sides. I'm not gonna say it again, but I'm gonna say it again. Play the man both sides.
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, I don't think he'll necessarily play most of the offensive snaps, but I think he's gonna play about half the offensive snaps and all of the defensive snaps. You see what I'm saying? And I think you'll at least give him a try, especially depending on whatever the team is, because a lot of the teams that gonna get him need a DB and a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like he gotta be somewhat used on offense, because if not, you limiting him. Yeah. And you just gotta see. You feel me? Because he might not be able to do it in the league, but I'd have to see it. You feel what I'm saying? Up until I see he can't do it, I'm gonna try it, because certain people break. There's always exceptions, typically, to every rule. So you feel what I'm saying? While it might be something that only happened once in life, he might be the one person that can do it. You see what I'm saying? So
I need to see it.
Right, like you feel me? I at least gotta see it, because that could be like me basically drafting two people in one. You see what I'm saying? Like, when does that get to happen? Like,
exactly.
I'm getting two for the price of one, and even if he just your third or second receiver, just think about how still dynamic that is to get a second or third receiver and a first corner.
Mm-hmm. And really probably could, with some work, play number one receiver.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm saying that to say, if you get him on a team like the Giants, where you got him elite neighbors, you see what I'm saying? And then, because you put neighbors, him, and Wandale out there, you can let Wandale run in the slot. You see what I'm saying? Right. You got them two nice outside receivers.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Somewhere like a Jacksonville with Brian Thomas. You see what I'm saying? Like maybe a Raiders with Bowers and Jacoby Myers. And then, you still get him on defense. And all of them teams need DBs. The Patriots, you feel what I'm saying? You can help Drake. He be their wide receiver one.
Yeah, he could. Because they ain't really got a lot of receivers.
Right. He might not go in being quarterback one. But you feel me?
Hey, I'm about to say
Gonzalez is an animal.
Yeah, he him.
But think about having both of them.
Golly, who is you gonna throw the ball to? Just run.
Yeah.
Just run the ball.
Run and throw in the slot. Don't be throwing out on them numbers.
Don't throw on the numbers.
But yeah, so like I say, I'd have to give him, and them like from what basically Cleveland, they could use another cornerback. They could definitely use him at receiver. Like,
they ain't got no quarterback though. Like, they need to be worried about drafting a fucking quarterback.
Yeah, they need to draft Jalen Milroe. We laughing for? Roll Tide.
Yeah, he Roll Tide.
Exactly. So go on and give him the speech so they can get him second game.
Yeah, go ahead. Pick somebody, whoever you want.
No, pick Milroe, Roll Tide. Don't you want your Alabama boy being the second pick in the draft?
I don't want to go into a garbage team. Go to an organization that's been thrived before. Jalen, do not go out there, play for the Browns, had the worst record ever, then they sit you down, then they be having to put you back in, sit you down, put you back in. Don't forget all that. Go somewhere where you can learn, develop, learn the game, develop the game.
That's what we gonna do. Cause I'm gonna tell you the Brown playing name. All right.
How you know the Brown playing? You a Steeler.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. All right, man. Look, listen. I'm pretty sure Stefanski, their coach, worked with Kirk Cousins when he was in Minnesota. You trade for Kirk Cousins. You draft Jalen Milroe. You let him sit behind Kirk Cousins, and then you release Deshaun Watson.
That sounds beautiful.
I know. That way you feel me. Milroe can sit behind Kirk for a year or two. Because wherever Milroe go, you don't really want him starting this year. You kind of want him learning. You see what I'm
definitely
saying?
want him learning.
And I agree, because I think if he go anywhere and they try to start him, it'll probably mess up his progress. You see?
Yeah.
Unless like they actually, the team is willing to work with him and be like, all right, even if he make mistakes, you feel what I'm saying? And we kind of got the talent, but again, you know, that's far in between. You actually end up in a good spot to where you're not effective. You see what I'm saying? So, and the other issue is because of what quarterbacks is doing and starting to do, the expectation is gonna rise higher. So he probably would do better to be like a second round pick for real. That way they wouldn't expect as much of him being a second than a first. But Cleveland drafted him at number 2. I'm telling you, you won't regret it, Browns. And you asked me, I'm a Steeler, how do I know the Browns playing? Don't you gotta know your enemy better than yourself if you want to defeat him?
Nope.
That's another one of them big jams.
I'm dead as hell.
Is there anything else you would like to say? You gotta say on this Super Bowl recap episode. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Man, when you gonna give me a Cuban so I can, you feel me, smoke one of them same things, man?
All that money you get, you better get your own.
What money?
Alright, man.
I don't know what that means.
You know what, man? At the end of the day, it's Big Philly with Big Smitho. We in the building. That's PostWorkPodcast for you. Coming to you once a week. Tuning into the hottest topics: sports, social life, business, and all that other stuff that you love and that you can't get out of your phone for. So, with that being said, tune in next week. Get with us. Get in with us. Big Philly, the biggest Smitho. Big Smitho. And we out.
The Reverend. You feel me? You know what that lighter flick mean. That mean Wayne about to snap. So that mean we snapping when you hear that flick.